What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. I'm feeling a little under my usual energy, and no Nibiru November, I think I'm passing my second kidney stone. My back's a bit on fire where my tube was to pass that before, so here we go, boys. But I was told I absolutely need to read these cards for selection 10, and if it's not too bad, I'm gonna get through this. So let's go ahead and see what's entailed. Hey Hieratic, Nekroz, okay, Fairy Tale, and Time Thief. So Time Thief has been a super fan favorite people want more of. Nekroz, will we finally get the Nekroz trap we deserve? And Hieratics, that's interesting. A lot of people love Hieratics, the tribute dragons, but we start off with an Xyz. Alright, this is Hieratic, Heavenly Dragon, Overlord of Helipapalapalapal, as we used to say. Rank 8 Light Dragon, Xyz monster effect. Attack 3000, defense 2400. 2 level 8 monsters. Ah, yes, Blue Eyes support. That's immediately what half of my comment section here is. Blue Eyes support, please? Please, Jeanette, please? Alright, let's see. It's Light Dragon Xyz effect monsters, boys. Effect monsters. So you're gonna have to work a little harder for it. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card or cards you control in your graveyard and or your banished card's quick effect, you can detach a material from this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Targeting protection, but they're starting to power creep targeting protection to reach to the graveyard and even the banished. Maybe Konami has more things in the future planned for the banished pile itself. But, I guess the graveyard is a little bit interesting, stopping some things. Not the most powerful. I feel like it needs another effect on top of this for modern-day Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's see if this spell has evolved. Hieratic, Seal of Creation. Normal spell card. You can only use this card's first or second effects once per turn, and only once that turn. Alright, target one Dragon Xyz monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one Hieratic Xyz monster with a different original name than the monster you control by using it as a material. This is treated as an Xyz summon. So basically, if I'm reading this, it's kind of like a rank up, but into any Hieratic. Target a Dragon Xyz monster you control, any of them. Special summon from the extra deck Hieratic Xyz monster. So it's like, yeah, you can rank down even, I guess. That's kind of cool. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Hieratic monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. So, if you don't have an Xyz monster, you have a Reborn at worst. This card seems pretty darn good for the archetype overall. It's not a starter, it's either an extender or a superior extender into some play that you might want that supports the new card. And a reprint for Hieratic of the Heavenly Spheres. This card kind of needs one. It's actually been going up in price for sometimes. Maybe it's chilled off, but due to Dragon Link and it just being good for so long for what it is, kind of could use it. Alright, what do we have here? Nekroz of Area Behair? Okay, I probably murdered that. Reading is hard. Behair. I don't know, guys. It's a Nekroz card. That's what we're excited about. Level 10 Water Warrior Ritual Effect Monster. So sure, it's at 3 if I recall. Attack 3300, defense 3200. You can ritual summon this with any Nekroz ritual spell. Must be ritual summoned without using any level 10 monsters. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn each. You can discard this card. Tribute up to 2 Nekroz monsters from your hand and or your field, and if you do, send the same number of Nekroz cards from your deck to the graveyard. So foolish 2 Nekroz cards by sending. I guess you could send specific spells to get more along with what's already in the grave, but that, I don't know about this one. That's a Valkyrie gives you draws. Let me know what you think of this so far. Second effect, when a monster effect is activated, quick effect. You contribute 1 monster from your hand or field, negate the activation, and if you do, banish that card. Nekroz gets a negate any monster effect, though, so it doesn't stop spells, traps, Fog Blade's pretty prevalent on the Dueling Book ladder right now with the new Phantom Knight stuff. You're gonna have to figure out other ways to get around it. Then again, you have an effect that tributes this card, but it's for it's discarding, not on the field. Okay, I missed a little step in my mind. You discard the card and tribute up to 2. So that's 3 for 2 in the graveyard, but you have auto access to spells starting off, and you can tribute from hand, so you can tribute the cards that are good to tribute, like Dance Princess and Old Man. And sure, okay, this card just got way better. In my mind, anyways. This card just got way more use, gets you to spells without having to use your other resources, and then powers you through. Not a bad card at all. Resource management and then an amazing on-field effect. That's kind of what Nekroz needs a little bit of, is something that negates and plays back and forth that way, and then also gives you resources. Here's a new fairy tale. I wonder what type of people are excited about this one. Very men of culture people, I tell you what. Fairy Tale Raka is a level 4 light spellcaster effect monster. Surprise attack, 1850, defense 1000. You can only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. I read ahead sometimes, so I read this one while I was reading the 1000. When this card is normal summoned, you can make your opponent gain 500 life points, then look at the top 3 cards of their deck, pick one, and add it to your hand and Whoa! Pick one and add it to your hand and shuffle the rest. Here's 500. Can I have a card of yours that might be essential to your deck or combos? Ooh woo? Can it be mine? Oh my god, what are you doing? Konami, the Fairy Tale engine is actually pretty solid. Always been kind of a sleeper engine, no joke. But this kind of next levels, they have searchability within the archetype, and now you're stealing your opponent's cards for yourself. This card's very interesting for normal summoning and stun strategies. Ooh, they get a spell. Fairy Tale. It's just Fairy Tale. Okay. Fairy Tale. You can only use this card's first and second effects once per turn each. I see the Time Thief next. I see it, boys. I see it. I'm excited. You can reveal one spellcaster monster with 1850 attack in your hand, with the name different from a face-up monster you control. So I guess you might need to control that monster, because that's in the cost. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon that monster. Yo! Double normals in a continuous? Nice. Each turn, the first time you would take battle or effect damage while you control a spellcaster monster with 1850 attack, you do not take the damage, the meme. Alright, this is a pretty cool card. This card allows you a double normal while you already control one, but you can't summon another. So you can't, like, get 2 Lunas and bounce. You gotta be playing the engine. You gotta be doing different things. Nice little card. Not bad, Konami. Alright, is this the piece de resistance? The best card, maybe. That Nekroz was pretty good. The Fairy Tales were pretty good. Time Thief, Double Barrel. By the way, thanks for telling me to get out of bed and do this, no matter what my mood. Rank 4, Dark Psychic Xyz Effect Monster. Attack 2200, Defense 2200. 2 level 4 monsters. You can only use a card's name with this effect once per turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can detach up to 3 different types of materials. Monster, this card gains 400 attack. Oh boy. Spell, take control of one face-up monster your opponent controls until the end of the turn, but it cannot attack or activate its effects this turn. I don't think you care about activating effects. You take their monster, you can stop their combos. This is a quick effect whenever they activate anything, so they can play around a little bit. Dude, non-targeting, taking control of their monster, nice. Trap, negate the effects of one effect monster on the field till the end of this turn. Rusty Bardish combos back into a Time Thief, giving Shade Brigandine to a rank 4 that can now negate. Woo! Alright, this card's pretty darn good. And, reprint for Time Thief Reader. Overall, Selection 10's looking really good. I think most of the archetypes are going to be headed on over to Ghosts from the Past, but I think some will be missing by the set description of Ghosts of the Past, so I wouldn't just shove my money into Ghosts from the Past. Ghost Rares! All of this, by my reading, it's Selection 10, and they did not say 10 archetypes. I think they said 9 with a brand new one, so I think 2 of them are going to be missing some cards, but it's a March reprint set. They've done Nekroz before, so I hope the Nekroz end up. I really hope the Time Thief ends up, and Men of Culture, you got your cards. You got them. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. I'm a little more, I don't know how to say, hurting up here and back here. So old man John is gonna go take care of himself and crawl into bed and read your comments for a little bit. These are really cool though. I really like how these turned out.